Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I record my kayaking videos. Everyone does it very differently, but I'll show you my way. So first I will show you how I mount my cameras on my Tucktec, and then afterwards I'll show you how I mount it on my Pakayak. The main two cameras that I use is the GoPro Hero 10, and I did use the Hero 9 a lot before, but I've upgraded to the Hero 10 because I had a lot of issues with the 9. And the other one is the Insta360 1X2. I just got this recently, and you would have seen this in my previous video where I've mounted it at the back of my kayak to have a 360 view. I use my GoPro as my main camera, and I use my Insta360 for my B-roll shots. The audio on the GoPro Hero 9 sounds a lot better than the Insta360. So that's why I don't really care about the sound from this, I just want the footage. But if I want to record my voice, I'm definitely going to use the Hero 10. Depending on how you like to record your video, you can get it in different ways. So you can do a third-person view or a first-person view. Snap Mount has another accessory which allows you to record in first person. Let me just show you. Like that. Okay, I've got the two kayaks set up, the Tucktec Folding Kayak and the Pakayak. If you haven't seen these kayaks before, I do have a lot of videos on my playlist, so please take a look. One video is a specs comparison, while the other is a speed test. They are very, very different kayaks, but I thought it would be fun to make those videos anyway. So if you want to take a look, I'll leave a link below. There's actually quite a few different ways to mount your kayak. You have a more permanent solution which comes with the GoPro, something like this. Now the reason why I didn't want to use this is because it's permanent, and when I fold it, I'm scared that it's going to scratch the kayak or cause a little bit of a dent. That's why I've gone for the suction mount, where I can just remove it anytime and attach it anytime I want. Okay, so let's start with the suction mount. The suction mount only works on hard surfaces like plastic. So it won't work on any of those skin-on frame kayaks or inflatable kayaks. So this is unfortunately not an option. But for these two, these are great. To help it stick a little better, sometimes you need to add a bit of water, but today I don't feel like I need to. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on, push it down, and once I've pushed it down, I'm just going to clamp it. So it should be pretty, as you can see, I'm lifting it up like this. Now eventually it will loosen, like with any suction mounts, but I haven't had it come off just yet. Actually, I lie, I did have it come off once. That's why I need this. So this clip, I will attach it to here, so that if this does fall off, I do have something else to hold the camera, and I can just use my hands to take it out. As you can see, it's not so much in the center, but for me, it doesn't really matter. All I'm going to do is just adjust it with this, and you'll get the right angle. And with the stabilization of the GoPro, and if you use the horizon leveling, you're going to be flat anyway. So the next step is to put the snap mount or whatever you have, whatever bracket that you have attached to this. For me, I like to put it on the selfie stick because a lot of the times I do take it out and then I want to record myself. So for this demonstration, I'm just going to attach. I'll adjust the suction mount so that it's facing me. And here I go. So when I use the stick, it's more aligned to my face. Not that you'll want to see my face. So similarly, I'll do the same to the stone. I'll have it back here, push it down hard, and then lock it in. Okay, so this feels solid. And then I'll clip this onto here so that, oh, see, it just came off. So for this one, because the surface is a bit scratched, what I normally do is actually add a bit of water and it would help. So if you find a surface that is scratched too much, find another place that is less scratched. So let me try here now. Okay, there we go. So I do advise you to test it out a few times just to make sure you have the right spot. If you haven't used a 360 camera, the good thing is you don't need to face the lens to the subject. All you need to do is just put it down and then you can edit it again in post. Now let's move on to the Pakayak. You're a bit more flexible in where you want to put the camera for the Pakayak because it is longer. So you have much more surface area to play with. So the two spots that I usually put it on is up here all the way at the front or over here. Now you can always do zooming in post editing for sure, but sometimes when you zoom a bit too much, you do lose a bit of that resolution. That's why I do like to play around with it a bit. Now the challenge of putting it up at the front is that you can't reach the camera to turn it on. So I use voice activation, and for the GoPro, all you need to say is GoPro start recording. But when it's too windy, the GoPro won't be able to hear your voice and it won't start recording. So there are challenges to that too. You could always use the app to record the GoPro, but I don't want to fuss around with all of that while I'm kayaking. So this is the location where I'll put the suction mount and then lock it in. Okay, it feels very, very stable. And to have a bit more security, I would always attach it. Now you'll be able to see the view from here, and I'll put it on the screen right now. So when I mount my camera this far forward, I would usually take the selfie stick off and I would attach it separately. And the reason is because the movement of the bow and the stern is much more rocky, and of course it's not as stable as the center. So that's why I like to keep it lower, so it's at a lower center of gravity. If it's too high, it moves too much, there is a risk that it might come off when it goes left and right, back and forward. So for that security, I like to put it low. So the other area in the front is just around here. Anywhere around here, I would mount it. So it just depends on the day. So again, put it here, push it down like that. So if you don't feel secure using a suction mount, but you kind of do want to still use it, another way to secure it even further is this secret weapon. It's duct tape. So sometimes when I know I'm going to be in rougher waters, what I would do is I'll use the duct tape and just to reinforce it like that. So it just gives you a peace of mind as well if you do this extra step. But again, it's really up to you. So similarly for the stern, I'll be putting the Insta360 and I'll be putting it here, locked, and then I'll lock it in like that. And again, if you want to use the duct tape, be my guest. Okay, so that's it for me. I hope you make really, really good videos. And if you want to show it to me, please leave a link in the comments below. So catch you guys next time. See ya, bye.